With the January window edging closer, Rangers are beginning to firm up their plans behind the scenes, and one midfield situation is now moving into sharper focus. Personal terms have been discussed, lines of communication are open with representatives, and a potential deal appears to be taking shape as agents weigh up the next steps. While nothing has been signed off yet, developments at Ibrox suggest this is more than just early interest. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Manny Fernandez has felt the love of the Ibrox crowd as Danny Röhl has restored the relationship between the players on the park and the fans in the stand in recent weeks. Now the defender wants to give the support an old firm win to celebrate, and another reason to believe in a potential shot at the Premiership title this term. Rangers cut the gap to league leaders, Hearts to just 6 points with victory over St Mirren on Tuesday evening. At Fir Park, Celtic's defeat to Motherwell means that Röhl's side are now within touching distance of their old firm rivals ahead of Derby Day this weekend. A campaign that has had so many low points somehow offers possibilities for Rangers. The reaction at the whistle against the Buddies told its own story, as Fernandez followed the opener from Thelo Arsgaard and then helped the hosts over the winning line. The Englishman is in line to make his Derby debut against Wilfried Nancy's side. And it is an occasion and an opportunity he is determined to savour and make the most of following another eventful night of Premiership action. Yeah, obviously I feel the love, I feel the energy, Fernandez said. Even when we do get a goal, even when we do have the lead, I feel the backing. Look, the fans are the 12th man essentially, and the more they push us through and the more they guide us through, the better we'll get and the more confidence we'll get as players as well. I love it and I couldn't be more grateful for them. Look, the game's coming up on the weekend. We've just got to stay focused about ourselves, get to the weekend and deal with it. I can't wait for it because I think it will be my first derby, and we've just got to go into the game with the mentality that we get 3 points and move on to the next. I think we just focus on each game at a time. I wouldn't say we focus on the title, I think we just focus on winning each game at a time and see where that gets us. I couldn't be more grateful to be involved in that game. Obviously it's a massive derby, and look, I've just got to be excited and ready for it and focus in the game and see where that gets me. I don't think the atmosphere will faze me personally because I played in front of a lot of people before, and it's just about focus and belief in yourself. And you're still playing a football game at the end of the day, and you've just got to focus on what's happening on the pitch. The strike from Fernandez early in the second period proved crucial as he converted a Youssef Chamiti cross and produced a fine side foot finish. The goal gave Rangers the breathing space that was required as St Mirren missed a penalty before Mikael Mandron's late effort sparked a nervy and frantic finale. Fernandez now has 4 goals following his move to Ibrox in the summer. His physical stature makes him a threat in the opposition area, and he is thankful for the input of set-piece guru Scott Fry after seeing another training ground move pay dividends when it mattered most. Look, we were resilient, Fernandez said. We knew what we were coming up against. There was going to be a lot of long balls and it was going to be a big challenge. I think we stuck up to the challenge and we done well and we got the 3 points. Now for the main story, Rangers have offered personal terms to Genoa midfielder Emil Bohannon as they step up their recruitment plans ahead of the January transfer window, according to a report from Calcio Spezia. The 26-year-old is currently on loan at Venezia, but that spell is set to be terminated early, with parent club Genoa open to sanctioning a permanent move elsewhere. Crucially, Bohannon has recently changed agents, and his new representatives are understood to have formally tabled Rangers' offer as talks over his future intensify. Rangers are expected to be active in the January window after an inconsistent first half of the campaign, with reinforcements required in several key areas. Since the arrival of Danny Röhl in October, results and performances have improved markedly, lifting Rangers to 3rd in the Scottish Premiership and within striking distance of the title race. With Hearts currently leading the way and Celtic close behind, there is growing belief inside Ibrox that the league remains firmly there to be won. That confidence is reflected in the club's willingness to back roll with funds for new arrivals. Midfield is one area under close review, particularly amid ongoing speculation surrounding Nico Raskin, who has been linked with a potential move to Tottenham Hotspur. While Rowe has made it clear that Raskin remains central to his plans, Rangers are understood to be exploring options to strengthen depth and competition. Bohinen, the son of former Nottingham Forest midfielder Lars Bohinen, has struggled for consistent minutes in Italy since joining Genoa from Salernitana in January 2024. After limited opportunities in Serie A, he spent the latter part of last season on loan at Frosinone, before moving to Venezia, where he has made 9 appearances across league and cup competitions. According to Calcio Spezia, Italian side Spezia have identified Bohinen as a priority signing, while interest has also emerged from clubs in the Eredivisie. However, Rangers' decision to offer personal terms places them firmly in contention and underlines the seriousness of their intent. While Bohinen remains a relatively unknown figure among British supporters, his situation is one to watch closely as January approaches. Any move to Ibrox is likely to depend on how Rangers balance outgoing interest in Raskin, with Bohinen potentially viewed as a depth option rather than a direct replacement at this stage. In other news, Billy Dodd says he would be having conversations about Hearts midfielder Cammy Devlin if he was still on the staff at Rangers. The Australian midfielder has been one of several standouts in the Tynecastle side, which tops the Scottish Premiership, and is out of contract in the summer, with talks ongoing about extending his deal. With the Ibrox side extremely keen on bolstering their squad, both in January and the summer, the 27-year-old is one of several domestic talents to have been mooted as a possible target, given he could be acquired for free. Dodds has now brought Devlin's name into a conversation about Premiership Player of the Year candidates, going on to discuss his suitability for Rangers. Speaking on the Go Radio football show, he said, "He's moved on to a different level, the boy." Asked whether he would, having a conversation around the ball winner if still in a position at Ibrox, he went on, "Yes, I think I would be looking at him and identifying how he stepped up his level to a notch, because you can play in a Hearts team, which he has done, which has been inconsistent, top 6 last year, and you can lose your way at times. But then to realise and have the mindset to go, I'm actually in a team that's top of the league and I want to drive that team, is exceptional for me. And I think we've seen where he's really controlled games against Celtic and Rangers, where you think he's actually running the show from in there." But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.